Of your sort of decision making to come to a place like Florida State was opportunities on big stages, but this Clemson game, 7:30 ABC prime time, just how exciting is that for you individually and for your team this week?
This is very exciting, to be honest. This is the type of games you come for, like games where everyone's watching. It's a big game. Everyone's going to be a sold out. I assume it's going to be. There's supposed to be a lot of people there. Everybody's excited. Everybody's hyped up. It's one of those games that like you come to Florida State for these games. You go to big schools for games like these. So I'm just very excited.
Given what's happened the last 2 weeks, you can't change what happened the last 2 weeks, but the opportunity to change everything really kind of lies ahead of you this week, it feels like. Do you guys talk about that?
Honestly, no. We just kind of focus on us. Those losses happen. We got to learn from them. We learned the mistakes we made. We learned what we did wrong, what we got to do better, and that's we just got to approach it like that. We made our mistakes. Just got to fix it.
We got Murray Smith starting over here.
Coach Norvell seemed pleased with the practice today, execution, energy. I guess what were your thoughts on what stood out to you about today?
Everyone came ready to work. After our first loss against Wake Forest, to be quite honest, I don't think everybody came to work that next day of work. But today, everyone came ready. Everybody came. It was dreary outside. It was kind of foggy. It was cold, mixed with a little bit of hot. I don't know how that works. I don't know what this Florida weather is about, but whatever. Everybody came in excited, ready to work. People were screaming, running in. It was a good day. People were ready.
Why do you think it was different from 1 week after a loss to another? What changed?
Honestly, I think it was just the leaders on the team that kind of we got to make a change for this. So everybody just came ready. They kind of brought the energy. Everybody else fed off of them.
When you're dinged up a little bit and coming off an injury, do you have to focus more on the details of what you're doing and maybe not relying on some of the raw athleticism?
I definitely have to focus on a little bit more technique, but at the same time, I feel like I've healed enough to a point where I can still use my raw technique, raw strength, and everything like that just to get away with some stuff.
Are you feeling good after a couple games with the knee holding up all right?
Yeah, it was just weird with the knee brace. It feels so weird. It's all that added weight. Like you can't bend your knees certain ways and everything like that. So it's weird, but I've gotten used to it.
Jared, can you speak to an emotional roller coaster the past 2-3 years for you, going from a not too recruited out of high school, a transfer portal, to now one of the more impactful guys on this defense?
Honestly, it was just like, coming into college, I wasn't really highly recruited at all. So I was just kind of like a low-level dude. I kind of always believed in myself. A lot of people were like, you're not going to make it out of here. Like, you're going to end up graduating from here, and this is where you're going to stay. But then I transferred. Everybody wanted me. Florida State, Coach Norvell, Coach JP, Coach Odell, they all got my full attention. Loved them to death. Like, they love those coaches. And I ended up coming here. Now I have my chance to be as impactful as I am. We played big games, LSU, Louisville, Wake Forest. We played all these big teams, everything like that. So this is what I've been working for, what I've dreamed of. And I'm finally getting here, getting my chance. So I'm not going to waste it.
FSU's produced a lot of really talented NFL edge rushers as of late, especially Jermaine Johnson and Buddy. Do you believe you're the next Noel in the pros?
I definitely do believe, but I think we got everybody on our team that can do that too. I don't think there's one person on this team where I'm like they don't have a chance. Like everyone on this team has a chance. So everybody got put in the work.
Jared, when you were going through the transfer portal process, how did maybe Florida State's recruitment of you? How were they different than the other schools? Just how they recruited you, how they, how your visits went, just what made it a little bit different?
Honestly, a lot of schools kind of promised me positions and stuff like that, but Coach JP, Coach Norvell both told me, Coach Norvell for one told me if I came here every day he was going to give me his best. And since that day, that's held up true. Not one day I don't think I've ever seen him frown. He's always smiling even if he's yelling at you. It's weird, first off, but whatever. He always told me he'd give me his best, so he always has. And Coach JP, he said he can't promise me a position. He's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but if you come here, I promise you I'm going to give you the opportunity to take a spot. And he gave me my opportunity. So they promised me to give me their best, to give me my best shot. That's all I can do, ask for it.
So you kind of like that they weren't you're going to be the number one player for us, and they weren't kind of gassing you up.
Yeah, cause I'm a very confident guy. I already got enough confidence in myself, so I don't really need anybody else to push too much into me. But they kind of told me, here's what we can do for you. I was like, all right, I actually like that. I like the sound of that. So I came here and they've done that.
Were they one of the earlier schools to reach out to you when you were in the portal?
Most definitely, probably a couple of days after I got on the portal, maybe a day. They reached out to me. I was talking to the coaches and everything like that. We were just playing stuff.
Do you remember what stood out about the initial conversation?
It was just we had good conversation. It was fluid. It wasn't really about football or what I did. It was more of just, how are you? Tell me about your parents. Tell me about your family. Tell me about Albany. What brought you to this school, this level. It was just kind of that.
What stands out to you in terms of coming up on offense, looking at a little bit of film? What stands out to you most?
They're a good team. They're a good team. They don't have a lot of holes in their offense, a lot of things where we're looking at and we're like, oh, that's a weak point. They're a very solid team. I'm just very excited. It's one of those teams where it's they're so good. It's for me, our defense to test out how good we actually are. That's just like the most thing I'm kind of stuck out about.
You face some quarterbacks that can run, but Malik Cunningham and Jaden Daniels are different. I guess just how important is it to find a way to get this guy on the ground because he's so much bigger than a typical quarterback.
You know, with Malik and Jaden, they're like fast, but like they're quick too. So they're like wide receivers that can throw the ball. Like that's the biggest issue with them. But you know, with DJ coming up, he's a bigger body. He's about my size. To be quite honest, a little bit lighter than me, but he's about my size. It's just we have to tackle him and get him to the ground. You know, we can't have him hit one person and start dragging people like he does. We have to hit him and get him to the ground.
What has it been like watching Patrick Payton kind of development come on the last month or so?
I'm so excited. Like, just looking at what he's done in the last couple weeks, months, like, I knew he was going to be amazing during the summer, but, like, watching him now, like, I'm looking at him, I'm seeing him do moves I ain't even do. I'm like, who you learn that from? Like what? Like, he's just becoming amazing. Imagine what he's going to be in a year, like 2 years, him and Byron, both on the it gets me too excited. I got caught. But I'm very excited for it.
You're a guy that likes to have fun out there. Is he seem more serious, or what's his personality?
Who, Pat?
Yeah.
On the field, he's like super serious, but every now and then you're gonna see him flash a little smile and then start getting hyped up with everybody else. But he's just like, he's kind of so locked in that he's not like really paying attention to everything else.
Jared, even though you haven't been here for all that long, do you already consider yourself one of the leaders of this defense?
I think a lot of people put me into that role. I feel like I make an impact enough where I could say I'm a leader, but I wouldn't say I'm like, you know, honestly, I'd have to say Fabo, D'Lo, those are the top guys. You know, when we are having problems or issues, we look to them to kind of fix everything.
Do you see yourself evolving into that position someday?
But most definitely, I think it just give me a couple more, you know, a little bit more time to kind of put myself into my role, fit my role better, then I can take on that.
Jared, I know you're really close with Trey Benson. Just how have you seen him grow since maybe game one, and how ready do you feel like he is to face the defense this year?
I knew Trey was amazing during the summer when me and him were out here working, and he's trying to outrun me. First off, he's not faster than me, but he's trying to outrun me and all that stuff. But I knew Trey was going to be very good. You know, as the season went on, you know, Duquesne, LSU, everything on, he just kind of got better each game. It's just, I know he's ready for this game. This isn't anything new to him. It's a big stage, everything like that. Clemson is very good. The defense is very good. Their D-line, every part of their team is very good. So it's going to be a real test of him, what he can do. I know he can do a lot, so I'm just excited.